The generally accepted definition of crime prevention is that it is the anticipation, the recognition, and the appraisal of a crime risk and the initiation of some action to remove or reduce it. Now, there are different types of risks. Most importantly are human risks, protection and safety of human beings. Secondly, there's the risk and concern about assets or property due to possibly robbery or theft or burglary. Third type of risk is liability exposure, trying to minimize the liability exposure. And the fourth one is the protection of the reputation of the organization or the company or whatever that you're conducting the security assessment for. Takes three things for a crime to occur. We call it the crime triangle. First of all, there has to be the desire. Somebody has to want to commit a crime for it to take place. So the desire, then plus there needs to be the ability, or the skill set, or the knowledge of how to commit the crime. And finally, the opportunity to commit the crime. So it takes desire plus ability plus opportunity. And proactive crime prevention initiatives attempt to reduce or eliminate one or all of these crime components. We call it the crime triangle. Crime prevention is the proactive effort to prevent crime rather than to respond to crime after the actual effect. Unfortunately, most law enforcement agencies dedicate the vast majority of their resources to reacting to crime rather than preventing crime. Let me give you a little scenario here. Let's say I was having a backyard barbecue at my home, my residence, and we've invited some neighbors, some guests, some people we aren't very well acquainted with. The guy comes up to me and says, "Dan," he said, "pleased to be here." He said, "What do you do?" And I said, "Well, I'm in law enforcement. I've been in criminal justice all my adult life." He said, "That's great." He said, "I like police officers. It's very valuable what you do." And then I asked him a simple question. What would you rather me do? Prevent crime or respond to crime? What do you think he's going to say in that case? That being said, most law enforcement agencies spend the vast majority of their time and resources responding to crime. Every law enforcement agency should have skilled, certified, and trained crime prevention specialists. And crime prevention, from our perspective, should be on the same level and priority as preventing patrol and criminal investigation in terms of the priorities of law enforcement agencies. Now, law enforcement agencies often view the presence of uniformed patrol as a crime prevention strategy, but research has shown that random preventive patrol is limited in its ability to actually prevent crime. Prevention of crime should not rest solely with the law enforcement alone. It should be a collaborative effort between the police and members of the community. The primary responsibility of the crime prevention specialist is to encourage and facilitate crime prevention strategies and initiatives among community members and community leaders.